I'm going to keep you so close to me that you're going to think we're in a darn relationship. That's how close I am. I'm going to do everything in my power to protect every single person of Harris County. And I don't care if I hurt your feelings or you get a little upset because you have to come to court a lot.
Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into one of the most intense bond hearings you'll ever witness. A young man with not one, not two, but 10 open criminal cases stands before a judge who's had enough. We're talking evading arrest, assault, possession charges, and a rap sheet that spans multiple counties. The judge, absolutely fed up. This defendant just got out of prison and immediately picked up more charges. What happens when a judge decides to draw the line? Buckle up, because this case is about to get real. Let's get into it.
Keep it down, please. Mr. White, you are now stand charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. So you know you have a lawyer, Josh Rice. He's here on Zoom. I don't know why the TVs aren't working, but he's here with you now, so you know that you're not alone.
Judge, on July 21st, officers were dispatched to a family assault call in Harris County, Texas. Officers met with the complainant, who is the defendant's stepfather. The complainant stated that after telling the defendant to turn off the defendant's mother's vehicle and come back inside the home, the defendant kicked open the front door and punched him with a closed fist to the left side of his head. The complainant stated that the defendant then fled the scene in his vehicle. The complainant stated that the defendant has been staying in his residence for the past 2 weeks due to not having anywhere to stay. The complainant stated he felt pain when assaulted and wanted to pursue criminal charges against the defendant. The complainant had visible minor injuries near his left ear.
Okay, so let's break down what just happened here. Mr. White is being charged with assaulting his stepfather, the very person who let him stay in his home because he had nowhere else to go. According to the complaint, after being told to turn off his mother's vehicle and come inside, Mr. White kicked open the front door and punched his stepfather in the head with a closed fist. The stepfather had visible injuries and wants to press charges. Now, here's where this gets interesting. Mr. White is homeless, staying with family, and now he's assaulted the person providing him shelter. This is already setting up to be a volatile situation. But trust me, it gets so much worse. The judge is about to uncover a criminal history that will blow your mind. Keep watching because you won't believe what comes next.
Mr. White, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm entering in what's called a magistrate's order for emergency protection. This is a court order that identifies Mark Maple as a protected individual. You cannot commit family violence or an assault against this person, commit an act in furtherance of an offense under section 42.072 of the Texas Penal Code, which is the stalking statute. You cannot threaten, harass, use another person to communicate a threat or harassing behavior. You cannot be in possession of a weapon or go within 200 feet of where he lives or where he works. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Now, I'm also, as a condition of your bond, ordering you not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or dope, likewise, your bond will be revoked. You will go into custody. As it stands now, you are on bond for at least 4 to 5 other cases. One of those being an evading arrest here, which is 1,200 days old. I am now revoking that bond and taking you into custody. He goes with you.
Hold up, did you catch that? The judge just revealed that Mr. White is already on bond for 4 to 5 other cases, including an evading arrest charge that's 1,200 days old. That's over 3 years. And here's the kicker. The judge just revoked that bond, meaning Mr. White is going straight into custody. A magistrate's order for emergency protection has been issued, which means Mr. White cannot contact his stepfather, can't possess weapons, can't go within 200 feet of where he lives or works, and must stay sober. But wait, if he's already on bond for multiple cases and just picked up a new assault charge, what does that tell you about his pattern of behavior? The judge is clearly fed up, and honestly, can you blame them? This is spiraling fast, and we're only scratching the surface of Mr. White's criminal history. Stay tuned because it's about to get even crazier.
This is a hot mess. And I'm going to tell you now, You have so much drama in the wake that you've left. I'm going to keep you so close to me that you're going to think we're in a darn relationship. That's how close I am. I'm going to do everything in my power to protect every single person of Harris County. And I don't care if I hurt your feelings or you get a little upset because you have to come to court a lot. You're going to be coming to me, testing so much, and you're going to be hanging out with me so much that you're going to think it's a career. Do you understand, Mr. White? As it stands now, I am going to revoke your bonds and I'm going to set them, I don't know, probably commensurate to what your felony bonds are now, because it's evident that you continue to do whatever you want without consideration to any kind of court orders. It's just to every single court. There's nothing that you need to say. What you say to me now goes in one ear and goes out the other. Actions speak louder than words, Mr. White. And you just got out of prison, and now you have another. You literally just got out of prison for felon in possession, and now you have an evading arrest, felon in possession, evading arrest, another felony evading arrest, and now you've picked up an assault of a family member. It's over.
This is absolutely wild. The judge just laid it all out. Mr. White just got out of prison for being a felon in possession of a weapon, and since his release, he's racked up multiple evading arrest charges, more felon in possession charges, and now this family assault. The judge isn't mincing words here. Actions speak louder than words, and Mr. White's actions are screaming that he has zero regard for court orders or the law. The judge even says, "You're going to be coming to me so much you'll think it's a career." Translation? Mr. White is about to be under the most intense supervision imaginable. Random drug tests, frequent court appearances, strict curfews, the whole 9 yards. And here's the thing. The judge is clearly trying to protect the community. Harris County has been dealing with a wave of crime, and the judge is drawing a line in the sand. But here's my question for you. Is this tough love approach the right call, or should the focus be on rehabilitation? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.
What else did you have to say?
Judge, so I do see some of the offenses do predate his TDC trip. The ones that predate, it looks like he has a burg that's active in 2018 out of Richmond, so Fort Bend.
So that's still open now?
I don't see a disposition at all in that case. UUMV and burglary of a vehicle out of Rosenberg, so I believe that's still Fort Bend.
Now that makes 8 cases open.
And those are before his TDC trip. And I see on the burglary of a vehicle, not the other cases, that there is a warrant out. He absconded. So after he went to, and he has a warrant.
So that's an open warrant now.
Yeah. And
Josh, did you know about that?
And where is that out of?
So this is the burglary of the vehicle, Fort Bend County Court of Law 2.
We just appeared in Fort Bend and they didn't say anything about that, but I'll figure out what that's about.
Maybe they resolved. This is what I read as of today. Maybe they just haven't updated this, the criminal history yet. He has an evading with a prior out of. It shows pending, but it also shows a disposition date. So I'm just going to disregard that charge. It doesn't.
Is that Fort Bend as well?
Fort Bend, Richmond. Yeah, so Fort Bend. It's 240th District Court. With regards to his open cases, he has tampering, fabricating physical evidence with intent to impair, third-degree felony, Rosenberg, possession of a controlled substance, interference with public duties, and then the Houston cases. Let's see, burglary of a building, Fort Bend again.
What we're going to do now.
That also shows absconded, but he may have posted those two.
I'm going to let you go back. I'm going to let you talk to your lawyer. Before you start saying stuff to me here, I want you to speak to your lawyer so you guys can decide on what you want to say, because I don't want you to say anything that hurts your cases as it is. What I'm deciding now is how and what to make your bonds at. That's what I'm deciding now. So before I set a monetary amount, I want you to be able to talk to your lawyer. You guys powwow, and then I'll bring you out, and then we can talk.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
He has,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
he has 2 cases out of El Campo, and I think another 2 cases out of Victoria.
So he has another 2 cases open and elsewhere.
So the El Campo cases that I see are evading with the prior, tampering, fabrication, physical evidence with intent to impair. And then the ones out of Victoria, Mandel, controlled substance, PG1B, less than a gram. So 3rd-degree felony there, and then just possession of marijuana. And that's it. That's all I can find.
Okay, so, Josh, let's go back. I'll have you talk to Mr. White. I'm telling you now that for me, it's going to be in the quintuple digits. Okay? It's just a matter of how much. I mean, being that, I don't know, what did I hear? 8 cases, 10 cases, give or take, something like that. We don't even know how many I don't even know if you know how many open cases you have. All I know is that where you go, trouble follows. So hold on. I'll let you talk to your lawyer. You decide what you want to tell me, and then we can bring you out whenever you guys are ready. Josh, the floor is yours.
All right. Let's take a moment to digest what the prosecutor just revealed, because this is absolutely staggering. We're not talking about 8 open cases anymore. We're talking about 10. 10 open criminal cases spanning multiple counties: Harris County, Fort Bend, El Campo, and Victoria. The charges: burglary of habitation, burglary of a vehicle, tampering with physical evidence, possession of a controlled substance, evading arrest with prior conviction. This list goes on and on. Some of these cases date back to 2018 and were never resolved before Mr. White went to prison. There are even active warrants out for his arrest in Fort Bend County. The judge is about to set bond in the quintuple digits. That's over $100,000, folks. And here's the crazy part. Even the judge doesn't know exactly how many open cases Mr. White has, because they're spread across so many jurisdictions. The phrase, where you go, trouble follows, couldn't be more accurate here. What do you think? Should someone with this many open cases even be eligible for bond? Let me know in the comments.
Yes, Judge. I believe that the new family violence case is the result of a physical altercation between his mother and his stepdad that he intervened in. And his stepdad has since agreed to sign a affidavit of non-prosecution. And, just for some context on Mr. White's cases, is I know when you look at it on paper, he's got a lot of past cases, but the majority of them, I believe, are before he went to TDC, and he will either have time served on those, or there's ones where he is falsely accused, so that is why he did not wrap them up before he went to TDC, because he wanted to come back and fight them, such as, I believe, the burglary of habitation in Fort Bend. And so since he's been on my bond and he's been out, he showed up yesterday to the felony court, no problem. He's been working 2 jobs, trying to take care of his family. I believe he has a child. He's expecting a child. And he's, really bending over backwards, as far as I can see, since he's been out, to both keep me paid and take care of his family and keep his jobs. And so because of that, that's why we asked for, a low bond that he can afford, something around the, $10,000 range.
Say,
Judge, we're on the assault family member, we're available to 10,000. With regards to the evading with the person, of course, that's being revoked.
so for the record, we have how many open cases? 8 open cases?
I counted 10, Judge. And I can
10 open cases. 10 open cases. Where you go, trouble follows. And understand, if you have a child, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Let me ask you, if you had a child, would you want it to be like you? Okay, then don't. The last thing we need is more trouble in Harris County, because I don't want, watch the news. All we have is death, upon destruction, upon theft, upon murder, one after the other. And here you go with 10 cases. Shed as many tears as you want, but to me, actions speak louder than words. And it just,
That's gonna be a better man for my daughter, you know.
don't. You got to take care of yourself first before you can take care of other people. You can't even take care of yourself. How are you going to take care of someone else?
This moment right here is absolutely
he's here with you
heartbreaking
now,
and
so you know that
powerful
you're not
at the
alone.
same time.
Judge, on July
The defense
21st,
attorney
officers were
tries to paint
dispatched to a
Mr.
family
White in a
assault call in
sympathetic
Harris
light.
County, Texas.
He's working
Officers
two
met with the
jobs,
complainant,
expecting
who is
a
the
child,
defendant's stepfather.
trying to turn
The
his life
complainant stated
around.
that after telling
He
the
even
defendant
claims
to turn
Mr.
off the
White
defendant's
intervened in a
mother's
fight
vehicle
between his
and
mother
come
and
back inside the
stepfather.
home, the
And the
defendant kicked
stepfather is
open the
willing to
front
sign a
door and punched him with a
non-prosecution
closed
affidavit,
fist to the left
but
side
the
of his head.
judge isn't buying it.
The complainant
And
stated that the
honestly,
defendant then
the
fled the
judge makes a
scene in his
brutal but
vehicle.
valid point.
The complainant
You
stated
can't
that the
even take care of
defendant has
yourself.
been staying in his
How even
residence
take
for the
care of
past
someone
2
else?
weeks due to not
With
having
10
anywhere
open
to
criminal
stay.
cases,
The complainant stated
Mr.
he
White
felt pain
is
when
barely
assaulted
managing his
and
own
wanted to
life,
pursue criminal
let
charges
alone
against
being
the defendant.
responsible for a
The
child.
complainant had
The
visible
judge even
minor
says,
injuries near his
"If
left
apple
ear."
doesn't fall far from the tree, would you want your child to be like you?" That's a gut punch of question. Mr. White breaks down in tears, but the judge remains unmoved, emphasizing that actions speak louder than words. Harris County has been plagued by crime, death, destruction, theft, murder, and the judge is determined not to let Mr. White contribute to that cycle. It's a tough stance, but is it the right one? What do you think? Comment below.
I'm setting your bonds at $30,000 each. I'm ordering you, if you get out, to have a curfew of, I don't even want you out with the slightest bit of night. 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. You must have a curfew. And I'm going to put a GPS monitor on you. And I'm going to tell you now, if I find that you violate these conditions, because from what I understand, your family has a whole host of money. So it's not going to be a problem to get you out. It's probably just a matter of hours. But I'm going to tell you now, you violate these conditions again, I'm going to triple, if not quadruple, all these bonds. Do you understand?
Sure.
No weapons. And what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you sign an affidavit with me. Promise me you're not going to have a weapon and that you're not to use drugs or alcohol. And if I find that you do, I will have a contempt hearing. You'll be facing an additional 6 months in jail and a $500 fine every time you have a weapon or you consume. I will bring you here 2 times a week to prove to me that you're not consuming alcohol or any kind of dope. And if I find that you do, likewise, you will go to jail and I will triple, if not quadruple your bonds, if not quintuple. Do you understand?
Sure.
With 10 open cases, I'm going to have you come here so much, you're going to think it's a career.
Sure.
It's over. The days of you picking up 10 open cases, I'm done with it. All I want is my county to be safe. And I'm going to do everything in my power to protect Houston. Mr. White, this is an affidavit. No weapons, no dope, no alcohol, no contact with the complaining witness. You violate this, I will have a hearing, and you're looking at 6 months every single time. And I'm well within my right to.
And there you have it, folks. The judge set Mr. White's bond at $30,000 for each of his 10 open cases. That a total of $300,000 in bonds. On top of that, the judge imposed some of the strictest conditions I've ever seen. A 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. curfew, mandatory drug and alcohol testing twice a week, no weapons, no contact with the victim, and the threat of tripling or even quintupling the bonds if any conditions are violated. Mr. White will also face contempt charges, 6 months in jail and a $500 fine for every single violation, and the judge can stack those sentences. This is what happens when someone shows a complete disregard for the law and court orders. The judge made it crystal clear. The days of picking up case after case are over. The goal here isn't just punishment. It's about protecting the community and giving Mr. White one last chance to turn his life around before it's too late. So, what's your take? Was the judge too harsh? Or was this exactly the wake-up call Mr. White needed? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this case as intense and eye-opening as we did, make sure to smash that like button, share this video with anyone who loves courtroom drama, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more jaw-dropping legal breakdowns just like this one. We got plenty more cases coming your way, so hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.